Hello and welcome to LyfeSpark. My name is Braxton Wood, and I'm here to teach you how to create your first vision board using our software. So once you've logged into your account, you'll see this dashboard. In order to create your first vision board, you simply need to hover over the Add a Vision Board button and then click on it. When you do that, you're going to be brought to the Vision Board Builder. You'll notice that an image copyright notice pops up. This is just reminding you to please use images that you've been authorized to use only. Obviously, if you used your own images from taking photos with a camera or something to that effect, then that's acceptable. But also make sure you have the proper authorization if you're using images from something like a stock photo site. So you can click OK to acknowledge that. And now you can see in full detail the vision board editor. So you can see there's a couple different elements here that you'll want to be considerate of. The very first thing that I would think about is entering a name for your vision board. So stop and think for a moment about why you're creating this vision board and what the dream behind it is. In my case, let's say that I want to write and publish a book. The next step would be to identify why is this important to you. So I might say something like possibility for more income. And it would also be a highlight of my career. Okay, the next step is to select a category. Now, considering the nature of what my vision board is illustrating, I'm going to select the wealth and finances category. And you can see once you click on that, it's going to populate that category to the right of the dropdown. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can go ahead and start working on our vision board. The very first thing I would draw your attention to is that you can change the background simply by clicking on the Change Background menu item. Once you click on that, you can see that there's a handful of different backgrounds that you have to choose from. In addition to these backgrounds, you can also click on the color wheel here to select a variety of different colors. For the purposes of this demo, I kind of like the way that this starry, spacey background looks. So we're going to go with that for now. Okay, and then the very next step would be to add an image. So if you hover over the Add an Image menu item, it's going to give you a few different options. You can either upload your own, or also you can select from the library of images that LyfeSpark offers you. So if I'm thinking about my dream of writing and publishing a book, what sort of images would I maybe envision being on my board to illustrate that dream? You can either select from the categories here, and you'll see that different images will pop up based on those categories. Or if you have all categories, you can also just search. So I'm going to search for inspiration. And I let's see here, kind of like the way that this image is just very out there and go get them. So we're going to select this image. Okay, and then once you have an image on your board, you can see that you can resize it by clicking the toggle points in the corners of the image. And if you click the toggle point above the image, you can also rotate the image. So let's go ahead and rotate it just a little bit and put it up here in the corner. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and add another image. Okay, so this time I'm going to upload my own. And I'm going to throw in a picture of myself just to remind me that this is my dream, this is my vision, and let's try and get some motivation and some inspiration from that. So I'm going to go ahead and upload an image of myself. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and drag this one over here, and I think I'm going to just rotate it ever so slightly so that we can get the full view. All right, and let's go ahead and add another image. This time I'm going to upload another one that I got off of a Wikimedia Commons. And it's a bunch of cool looking old books. Because if I'm thinking about writing a book, I would love if it stood the test of time and it was read for generations. So here are some old books. I'm going to click on the toggle point a little bit just to reduce it in size. And then let's also rotate this book a little bit. There we go. We can leave it like that for now. Okay, let's go ahead and add another image. Also going to upload my own again. And let's remind myself why I'm doing this in the first place. I mentioned that the reason why it's important to me is because it would be an opportunity for extra income. And so I think that this image is a great representation of that. So I'm going to pull this one, change my mind. Let's do it this way. There we go. Okay. All right, let's add maybe one or two more. Here's an image to represent the book coming to fruition. So here's my dream book right here. I'm going to rotate it just a little bit this way. Let's throw it down here into the space a little bit. All right. So there you have your vision board. Now, as a best practice, we recommend adding images before you add text. And part of the reason is because you can see here that these images layer over each other. And so you can see here as I'm selecting one or the other, one will lay over the other one based on which one I'm selecting. So your text will do the same thing, but it's a little bit easier to add text once images are added after the fact. So let's go ahead and add some text now. You can scroll back up and go to the Add Text menu item, and your text will appear right here. And let's go ahead, move that down. Because of the background, we definitely want to change the color. So let's do that and switch it to white. All right. And then you can add some text. And just with the images, you can edit the text similarly. Let's make that text nice and big. You'll also notice that it does have some editing options. You can make the text bolder. You can change the color. You can even make the background different. Let's see what yellow looks like. No, definitely a bad idea. Let's go ahead and make something a little bit more. And that's the beauty of this, is you can always play around with the colors. So I kind of like that red color because it matches the color of my shirt in that one image. So let's stick with that. And lastly, let's go ahead and look at some options for our fonts. And you can see that LyfeSpark has a wealth of different fonts to pick from. Lots of variety. Let's try the permanent marker one. Yeah, I like that. And you know what? Now that we did permanent marker, I don't think it needs to be bold anymore. So let's fix that as well. And there you have it. So you'll notice here, like I said before, if you have a bunch of images and they're overlaid each other quite a bit because they're rather large, you can just click on one over the other to see which item you want to lay over the others. And there you go. There's a quick vision board. Looks beautiful. It's amazing. Very inspiring. Now that your vision board is created, it's ready to go. You simply need to scroll down and you're going to select from a couple different privacy options. You can select either public, your friends within LyfeSpark, or privately. But I'm going to select public because I don't care who sees this grand vision. But you just select the privacy option and then you click Save Vision Board. And there it is. One thing to keep in mind is how do you edit it once you've created it. So let's imagine that you've edited it, it's been published, all that stuff, and now you've logged in because you want to make some adjustments to it. So you would simply log in, come back to your dashboard, and click back on that particular vision board. Once it loads, you can see this is what it looks like. Here's the representation of the exact outline and the exact design that you made with your vision board. You'll see as I hover over it that there's a little orange icon that appears. So if you click on that icon, it will take you back to the vision board editor. Now, you might want to share your vision board on Facebook. So if you go back to your vision board area and out of the editor, you would then click on the vision board. And when you're viewing the vision board on this screen, you would scroll down and you can click on the share vision board area. So if you click the toggle, it then offers you a link where you can copy it and send it wherever you want, or you can even click on the various social media icons to share it directly to social media. And here is what it looks like. So you can see something like, here is my new vision board with LyfeSpark. And that's all it is. Okay, and that's it. So this is the screen that visitors will see when they click on the link to go view your vision board. Hope you found this demonstration useful. And with that, enjoy using LyfeSpark.